Monticello Police and Fire Departments for their selfless service to our community.
Spring will soon be here, and that means planting season. Now is the time to finalize your spring fertilizer and inputs. Hi, I'm Sean Bites from Maroa Ag, just north of Maroa. Maroa Ag has provided Central Illinois farmers with custom application, crop nutrients, and crop protection products for over 30 years. If you're looking for a business partner that will help you maximize your yield as you prepare for spring planting, come see us at Maroa Ag now. We're here to give you the one-on-one service you want and expect. Maroa Ag, your partner in the field this spring.
Young people who take an active interest in their futures find a lot to like in FFA. As members of the FFA, they apply what they learn in the classroom and in the field to meet the challenges of 21st century agriculture. Today and every day in 2025, we salute the FFA and our local FFA members.
For agronomy, grain, turf, fuel, and propane, contact Evergreen FS, your one local supplier.
Illinois Corn is proud to invest in Illinois Ag in the classroom, powering the next generation of Illinois neighbors who understand and appreciate agriculture. In Illinois, 78 paid ag literacy coordinators serve 87 counties, and your corn checkoff funds about 20% of each of the 78 positions. The Illinois Corn Checkoff's mission is to grow demand, create new markets, and foster understanding of corn farmers and the corn industry through strategic investments. Learn more online at ilcorn.org.
Your friend in Central Illinois. WHOW.
Top of the morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. My guest in studio today, Rennie Cluver, Executive Director of the Clinton YMCA. Good morning, Rennie.
Good morning, Seth.
Good to see you. Thanks for making time for us. And Mr. John Pine joins us this morning. Mr. Pine, how are you?
Doing great, thank you.
Well, thanks for coming out and talking with us. It's been a long time since I've interviewed you, Mr. Pine. Rennie, what is Mr. Pine doing with us today?
Well, I brought him along so that he could talk about a new class that he's introduced for our membership and even non-members that he's brought in, and it is a great program that I wanted him to reach out to and let people know that are listening that if they're interested in it, that they need to swing by and check it out.
Sure. Well, Mr. Pine, tell us about your class. What are you doing?
Well, this class is called Back to Basics, and that's really what it is. We just do some basics exercises and drills. Our main focus is on agility, balance, stability, and coordination. Mm-hmm. It's not an athletic class, and it is for adults. I don't want to say older adults, but pretty much is. And we really practice these things in order to lessen our chances of falling, as older adults tend to do.
Okay, so how are you doing that? What are some of these things that you're doing with folks?
Well, as for balance, we do a lot of things that are applicable to things we do at home, like standing on one leg, reaching up high onto a shelf to get something down. We do a lot of footwork, backward stepping, crossover stepping, just things like that we do at home. Taking 3 steps, bend down, pick up a sock off the floor. You do that at home. Well, we kind of do some drills that mimic those types of things.
Okay, sure. So when is the class? How does one get involved?
Class meets on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10:30 to 11:30. And as Rennie said, we're encouraging people, not even members, just come try the class, see how it works out for you. And anybody can come. I think our youngest member is 33, and I think our oldest is, let's see, in the 80s, I think. So,
there you go.
Yeah, so
nice range.
We have quite a range.
Yeah, there you go. So where are you doing this at, in the YMCA?
We do this upstairs in the, what room is that called?
The aerobics.
The aerobics
group
studio.
exercise.
Yeah, the aerobics studio.
So need to get up some stairs to do that.
Yeah.
And that'll help with the mobility.
It does. And even about once a month, we go down to the spirit room, which is a mat room. It's loaded with mats, and we actually practice falling and getting up. I show them some techniques where we can fall forward, fall backwards without getting injured, hopefully,
Mhm.
and
Easier said than done, probably.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
different ways to get up from a fall.
There you go. Nice.
So the footwork, I really think helps out in that. I just think it's a fun class, great class.
Yeah. How long have you been doing it?
We started the class in September.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Having a pretty consistent turnout?
Yeah, we have probably seven or eight people that come almost every time. We've had as many as 17.
There you go. Nice.
And that's kind of a max amount in that class. But
yeah, that aerobics room probably can't take much more.
Yeah, you can't take much more in that room. But I think people enjoy it. They seem to like it.
Might have to open up some gym space if he grows this program, Rennie. Rennie, there you go.
That would be great.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, so when it comes to just the feedback that you're getting on this, what are some of the testimonials you've heard, John?
Well, as a matter of fact, I had one lady told me she got out of the car at church, stepped down, missed the curb, and immediately did the crossover step that we've been working on.
Hey,
and she goes, it really saved me from falling.
Nice.
We do a lot of things, as I said, that mimic everyday activities, and I always chuckle at church when people stand up. They always grab that pew in front of them and pull themselves up. Well, we want to get to where we can just stand up and sit down without being like grandpa and moaning and groaning and having help.
You know, and it's I know the Friendship Center has like a lot of like yoga type of and band exercise work that they do with some of their folks, and it really goes back to a quality of life.
It is, and that too is what we're hoping is just keep mobility, keep moving, and keep that good fun quality of life of being able to be active.
Probably you end up with more energy, you know, through the course of the day.
Definitely.
You're not falling asleep.
I always feel better after a workout.
Exactly. Everybody does. I know Rennie talks about that a lot as well. So, John, I look at the clock. I know I have to let you go here at some point. I don't know what your time is like, but anything about this that I haven't talked about with you? You want to put out there for us?
I just would encourage people to give it a try, and if you want to just come and watch for a couple of sessions, that's fine too. We've had a couple people do that, and then later they've joined. But I think we have a good time. All you need is some workout clothes and a water bottle, and everything's fine.
And one more time, the when and where?
Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10:30 to 11:30. Upstairs in the aerobic studio.
Very good. Well, John, I'll let you go. Good to see you again, my
All
friend.
right, hey,
yeah,
take care now.
Absolutely. Thanks. We'll have to get together and work out sometime.
Okay.
Johnny Pine with us from the Clinton YMCA.
11:30, be there.
All righty. Good to see you, sir. Rennie, I want to just have you real quick weigh in because I know you and I have talked over the last several years about, and really you brought this up one of our most recent interviews about seniors starting to take advantage of what the Y has to offer, and testimony from so many of them is, I wish I would have done this sooner. You know, this is a great way to really get yourself introduced to the Y and everything it has to offer. Speak to that if you don't mind.
Yeah, when John reached out, he's the one that reached out to myself about wanting to do this, and the story behind that, you know, something that maybe it came to light with him, even with something that had, he stepped wrong and caught himself and figured out the importance of balance and wanted to start this class for him, to kind of help himself. Plus, all the importance of it is for people at different age levels, but obviously it's for, as you get older, we know that our fast twitch muscles start to lessen, and that's what causes the fall. And when John was talking about the stepping back and things like that, that's where a lot of older people that have let their fast twitch muscles really deplete, that's where they have these mishaps, and that's when they fall and they hurt their hip or their knee. And it doesn't have to be that you're older. There's been several times already this winter that I've gotten out of my truck and walked on a sidewalk or a parking lot and slipped, and so thankful of the balance I still have, because even at my age, and I'm not even 50 yet, almost, that I was able to catch myself, stabilize with my core work, and just staying active has allowed me to live such a better quality of life. And I look at the class that John is teaching, I look at some of the people that are in my own class and that are taking body pump that are in their 60s. And I'm like, I I got to continue to do this so that I can still be in here when I'm in my 60s and still having a great quality of life. And it's an easy investment that everyone should make in their lives, and it doesn't have to cost you anything but your time.
Yeah, and you mentioned to me that he has members and non-members coming out from that non-membership side. How does that work for them?
Well, the ones that I know that were non-members that started coming to his class, eventually, and we talk more about this. We have talked about this, but they found out that they have silver sneakers. And so they became Y members, and it doesn't cost them a thing.
Yes.
Now they want to take classes. It is $12 a month, which is a pretty good investment, easy investment for your health.
Well, gosh.
And so I think that's a big thing too, as people that, gosh, I don't know if I want to spend a senior membership. I don't know if I think it's $35 now a month. But if you check your secondary health insurance, you may have silver sneakers or look into it. But to come and try it and to see, you think about $35 a month. See, that's $1 and some coins a day. What having a healthier lifestyle could prevent bigger bills in the future.
Well, I venture a guess, and I'm not saying this is the case for everybody, but it's probably not uncommon to have someone come into the Y. They start exercising, whether they're doing the aquatics or they're just walking the treadmill or they're doing Mr. Pine's class. Maybe they get off of a medication or two because, maybe that joint pain is reduced because they're losing some weight, or maybe, some ailment that was, a heart-related health issue perhaps goes away because they're exercising more. There's just $35 a month, probably.
Oh, yeah. It's and we've talked about this before, and I'm glad that I got bit with the health and wellness bug, and it's now a lifestyle. It's not just a routine. It's like something I enjoy, and it's something that I look forward to. And not everyone is there, obviously. I mean, there's people that just is not a priority, and I feel like it's a mistake to not make it a priority.
Right.
Look at all the other things that, you've got subscriptions to Netflix is $20-some a month and this and that. And it's like, we'll spend all this money on other things that doesn't really enhance the physical quality and the mental quality of your life. And so not being able to afford it, the Y is a place to come. We've got scholarship opportunities.
There you go.
If it is a price point that is keeping you from joining and being a member.
Does that apply to seniors as well?
Yeah.
I mean, since we're kind of talking about that demographic, yeah. Nice. How do and for that person that is in that boat, for a lot of people, they don't, and some they don't mind. That's just something that they don't mind saying. But there's maybe that person out there that's like, I can't afford it, but I don't really want to walk up to the front desk and say, hey, I want to do this, but it's not in my budget. I just can't make it work. How is there a way for them to approach that where they're not, kind of out in the open like that at the front desk with people in and out? They can have a conversation like that privately with somebody?
Yes, they can. We've had that before where someone will set up a time to talk with Gretchen. She's the one that does all the scholarship forms.
Okay.
You can actually go on our website and download the application and don't even have to come in and ask for it. I mean, you can have it filled out and turn it in, give it directly to Gretchen. So yes, there is plenty of opportunities there to keep it as private as possible. And for us, it's just like, that's what we do. That's our mission is we do not want the financial part of a membership to be the hindrance. And it's not, we don't want it to be an excuse for you to not work on your health and wellness plan.
Well said. Very good. Well, for one more time, Rennie, for folks that missed Mr. Pine segment of the morning show, he's talking about a balance class, kind of mobility class that he has started. If you don't mind, just highlight the when, the where, and what his class is all about.
Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 10:30 to 11:30, and they usually are done by 11:17, 11:20. A lot of it is they're done at a lot earlier, and then they're talking, which is great. I mean, that is part of group exercise, is that social aspect. And so I love it. I'm so glad that John approached us to do it. We've been looking at ways to offer more of a Silver Sneakers class. And this is right up Silver Sneakers alley as far as what would be a benefit to coming to the Y. 3 days a week, that's a great class to offer that not a lot of Ys can have that, like John's individual uniqueness to that class, and so we really appreciate it.
Rennie, you hit all the high points for me. Thanks for doing that. Good stuff. Rennie Cluver is the executive director of the Clinton Y, our guest in studio. More to come with Rennie on the morning show.
WHOW.
Now.com.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. No trading on this President's Day. Corn, beans, and wheat all finishing higher last Friday. March corn up 2 3/4, 4.96 1/4. May corn up 2 3/4, 5.08 3/4. New crop December 4.75 1/4, up half a penny. March beans closing 10.36, up 6. May beans up 5 3/4, 10.52 3/4. New crop November 10.52, up 6 3/4. March Chicago wheat $6 even, up 22 1/4. May wheat up 21 1.5, 613 1/2. March bean meal up 3.20, 295.90. March bean oil 46.07, down 18 cents. Closing numbers in the livestock market from Friday. March feeders 266.35, down $1.62. April live cattle down 227, 194.25. February lean hogs 89.47, up a dime. Trading resumes on Tuesday. You're listening to the RFD.
Hello, Tom Kenny here, your ag lender at the State Bank of BMAP. We've been serving farmers since 1914 and understand that financing needs to stay local and personal. It's not just about loans. It's about knowing what you need and when you need it, because farming doesn't work at a one-size-fits-all plan. When it's time to take your ag business to the next level, think of us, the State Bank of BMAP. 110 years of experience right here at home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Start your New Year's savings off right by using the Abenity Member Benefits app you get when you're a member of the Macon County Farm Bureau, where membership means value. It works on your smartphone, giving access to discounts on things like new tires, cold weather clothes, and a variety of health and wellness benefits to improve your mental and physical health. Start your new year off right. Join the Macon County Farm Bureau. Find out more at maconcfb.org. That's maconcfb.org. It's where membership means value.
If the flu's got you down, the Warner Hospital and Health Services Walk-In Clinic inside Family Medicine can help you feel better fast. CEO Paul Skowron inviting you to make us your backup plan to better health. Find out more by clicking our icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
DeWittDailyNews.com is the area's leading local news source 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the latest local news, obituaries, police splatter, weather forecast, and more. Head to DeWittDailyNews.com to get the local information you need to know.
Are you wanting to learn more about your health and wellness options in Central Illinois? Visit stealthwellness.com or click on my banner ad at DeWittDailyNews.com. Let me, Dr. Bill Byers, show you some simple, under-the-radar ways to improve and take control of your health.
Netflix buffering, YouTube spinning, devices not connecting, Zoom calls dropping. Ugh, it's frustrating. Let's end your frustration by signing up for fiber internet in Clinton. Click the Connexus icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Your friend in Central Illinois, WHOW.
Once again, good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. My guest in studio is Rennie Cluver, Executive Director of the Clinton YMCA. And Rennie, you shared with me some exciting news coming to the Y off the air. What's going on? The Wellness Center sounds like it is getting quite the makeover. What's happening?
It is. It's getting a revamp. I would probably guess to say it's 85% of the equipment is going to be changed out for new cardio and strength. We're excited about it. I think I'm most excited because we're always looking at ways to invest in our membership. And I had originally started with a couple pieces of equipment that I wanted to change out. It's always nice to have something new when someone comes in the Wellness Center, it jumps out. I'm like, oh, just to we're not flush with cash. We're a non-for-profit organization, but we, as a board, I'm very grateful to have a board that understands the need to invest in ourselves, and this is one way of doing that. And so,
well, you also have a board that utilizes your Y rather frequently.
And so it's an easy sell to them. Like, hey, how about a new equipment? And I'm like, hey, this is a time to do it. And so, yes, I think all new treadmills there's some pieces that are staying. So, and then I've had some members ask, like, are you getting rid of this one? No, that's, it was their baby. Like, they wanted to make sure they had, no, it's staying. It's really this, the cardio would be new treadmills. We're getting an extra elliptical,
I'll tell you
another
what.
Stairmaster thing.
Oh, nice. I'll tell you what. I was in the Y Sunday. There was probably 5 or 6 people on the cardio equipment. It was crazy. So it wasn't crazy, but it was good to see.
It has been very busy, and I'm always blown away in the evenings.
Yeah,
because I am not an evening workout person, and I'll swing by in there and see it packed. I'm like, good for them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that they.
Who has the time at night?
Once 5 o'clock hits, I check out.
Yeah, same. We got to get to what you're getting, Rennie. Are you at liberty to tell us what's coming?
Yes. So
you mentioned new cardio equipment,
and the cardio. Most of the equipment, I guess the brand name of it is Vision, and there is some hoist equipment too. Some of the strength. We're getting new dumbbells. We're actually getting some new plates too, and plates for deadlifting.
Yeah, you need some new plates.
Yeah. And we're getting new benches that are out there in front. We're actually getting new mats too, where those benches in front of the dumbbells.
Sit. Yeah, those are getting a little warm.
What's nice too is some of these machines are going to get rid of 2 other machines, like the Matrix that we have. So, for instance, the bicep curl machine. Currently, we have a Matrix bicep curl machine, and then right next to it is the tricep machine. Well, this new Vision equipment is going to be 2-in-1. And so it's going to help our footprint. So you're able to do your biceps on it, and then you can turn around and do your triceps on
nice.
it as well.
That's cool.
And one thing that I am really excited about, a new piece of equipment, is an assisted pull-up machine. And I think it's going to be a game changer and it's not just for females. I'm going to use it too. And I can do pull-ups. I want to be able to do more pull-ups. And it's hard for me to just sit there and keep doing because I can do them, but I get wore out mentally. And so I'm anxious to do this to keep my form and to really work on developing good form in those pull-ups and chin-ups. So
you're gonna be muscular.
Yes.
I mean, I know you're cut already. I don't know if the world is ready for you to be more cut, Rennie. This is gonna be bad for us. But you talked about the new equipment coming. When is this coming? What was the cost on this? Some of those things for folks.
I don't have an exact date. I know it was anywhere between 4 and 6 weeks, and I think I signed that contract a couple weeks ago, if not going on 3. So I'm waiting to hear, and it could happen this week when they give us a drop dead date of delivery.
Nice. Will you have to shut the place down?
I don't think it's going to be probably an all day, because they're taking the old out and bringing the new in.
Oh.
And so I think if it's during the week, it is what it is. I mean, just be able to
work around it.
We'll have to find out from them. As far as cost goes, it was well worth the investment.
Nice. Good. That's awesome. Well, I'm excited.
Yes.
Whatever that was, I don't care. I shouldn't say that, but I don't. It's awesome. Rennie, how do folks learn more about the Y?
I would check out our website at www.clintoncommunityymca.org, and community is short, COMM in that.
Very good. Rennie Cluver, Executive Director of the Clinton Y, our guest. Network News is now.
1520 WHOW.